May 16th, the day Marie Antoinette got hitched, Mentos made us bold, and lasers were born. Not for science, but to amuse cats. Let's tour some history.
Hmm.
Welcome to Touring History, the podcast where we pretend to be historians because we once watched the History Channel at 3 a.m. while eating cold pizza.
Hmm. Been there. And just like that documentary, we'll start strong, drift into chaos, and end with you regretting your life choices. And maybe Googling, did Marie Antoinette really say that? Ooh.
Spoiler, she didn't, but
Ah,
I'm still telling people she did. I'm Lane.
and I'm Dave, and I'm sure that's something about cake, but I won't spoil it because it might get old and crusty. It's May 16th, a date stuffed with more events than my fridge after a panic grocery run before a 12% chance of rain.
Let's start things off like we usually do. Why not?
Yay!
Celebrity birthdays. Let's celebrate today's birthday legends.
Yes.
Janet Jackson turns 59. Officially older than most tech, I still refuse to update. My phone thinks it's 2017.
Yeah, I gotta really do that update thing. You know, Megan Fox turns 39, Lane. Thomas
Mm,
Brody Sangster is 35.
mm.
Mattia Polibio hits 22, whoever that is. And Joey Graceffa is 34 and still way more successful than either of us with a ring light. What's a
I
ring
tried to
light?
make it. I know. I tried to make a TikTok once. It went viral with my son's embarrassment.
Ah, got it. You know, my kids said I could join social media when I learn how to use emojis without making them sound sarcastic. I
That's impossible. Let's move
know.
on to historical events and
Yes.
tour some history. On this day in 1770, Marie Antoinette married future King Louis the 16th, or others call him King Louis XVI.
Oh, XVI. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
great.
The wedding was fancy. The ending, not
Not
so
so
much.
much. Yeah. And no, she never actually said, let him eat cake. Did you know that?
Dave, stop ruining party trivia. I've got so little left.
All right, fine. On May 16th, 1966, excuse me, 1866, whoa, Congress approved the nickel. That wouldn't happen
Oh,
in 1966. Before that, folks paid with buttons. How much is this? Well, I don't know. How many buttons you got? Oh my God, I've only got thread today. Well, geez, pony up. All right, IOUs with the promise of a firm handshake. Nope.
ooh. And in 1929, the first Academy Awards were held at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel. It lasted 15 minutes, faster than your average Kanye speech.
Oh, no musical numbers, no wardrobe malfunctions. Ha ha, Super Bowl. Just here's your Oscar. Now scram, Howard.
Yeah, get it over with.
That's
In
Howard.
1960, what?
That's Howard Hughes. He won for Wings.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to
That's
step
okay.
on that. That's
No,
big.
that's right. Yeah.
When's the last time an engineer won an Oscar?
Yeah, an engineer has saved his own urine.
Well, he
Wait
was
a
a
minute.
colorful.
I can't accept the award. I've got another jar to fill. All right.
I think there's celebrities today that are probably doing weird things in mason jars.
Oh, I'm
Uh,
sure. And they're in prison.
and, moving on to
Sorry,
1960.
P. Diddy.
Oh, that's baby oil. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, I got a couple of mason jars full of that.
Yeah, he's not an engineer though. That's for sure. He's
No, he didn't
he's
engineer his life very well either.
no. Speaking of engineers, in 1960, physicist Theodore Maiman fired the first working laser. Science achievement of the century, now mostly used to annoy pets and zap tattoos.
And aim at airliners landing at National Airport. Well, I think I got the
Oh,
pilot on this one.
don't do that, people. We told you not to do that on this
That's
podcast.
right. Naughty, naughty. And in 1975, Junko Taibi became the first woman to summit Mount Everest, proving once and for all, if a man does something, a woman can also do it, while freezing and carrying snacks.
You know, she's a trashy lady, Dave, with a name like
No,
Junko. Come
Junko.
on.
I'm just going to leave my stuff here. Forget it.
Junko?
I'm
I
going
love
to.
that name. I'm gonna name my dog Junko, I think. That's
Here, Junko.
No, but seriously, got to give her some respect. I once carried
Total
6
props.
grocery bags up 2 flights of stairs, and that was my Everest.
Yeah. Ah, nerds. Unite. On May 16th, 1916, the U.S. and Britain signed a migratory bird treaty, a
Mm,
landmark in international environmental cooperation. Wonder what birds were migrating across the ocean. Huh.
I know. It was the original bird influencer campaign. Stop flying into windows. It's not a good look.
You like my imitation of a bird? And in 1990, Mentos launched their Fresh Maker campaign in the US, finally giving awkward people a reason to leap over benches and lie to authority figures with a grin. Ah, the Fresh Maker! You're going to jail.
I ate the whole roll before a job interview once. Still didn't get the job, but I did casually cartwheel across the crosswalk.
And damn, did you have fresh breath. Mentos,
No,
mint that thinks it's a lifestyle coach.
that's right. All right. Touring History is brought to you by the Ball Mason Jar Facebook group, home to 100,000 people who still believe jam should be seasonal and therapeutic.
From storing pickles to preserving your deep seated emotional baggage, there's a jar for that. Did you
Did you
know?
know? Did you know there are 347 ways to use a mason jar for wedding decorations?
No, and I really don't care. I use them to store my trust issues, however. They're airtight and stacked nicely next to my broken dreams. Let's see, there's 489 now.
The Ball Mason Jar Facebook group. Open lids, open hearts, open arguments about lid tightness.
That's right, just open. Hey, you know what? We're back. In 1983, Sudan's civil war reignited. What's that, number 492? Leading to decades of conflict and eventually the independence of South Sudan in 2011. Well,
Mm,
here's something that I never really understood, Lane. It's
right.
always North Korea, South Korea, North Vietnam, South Vietnam. It's never East Korea, West Korea.
Yeah, why is
Why
that?
is that?
I think
Anyway, I
maybe we
digress.
burned out East and West with Germany. Maybe we got so tired with East and West Germany we retired all the East
That's
and West
true.
stuff.
I mean, in our country, there's only West Virginia, not East Virginia.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. And there's no West Dakota either.
No, but there should be. Anyway,
In 1991, Queen Elizabeth II addressed the U.S. Congress.
hello.
Oh, you rebels,
Yes,
you!
I love it here. We really should have kept you.
It was the first British monarch to do so. She did not say, "We're taking the colonies back." But if she had, it would have killed.
Killed. Oh, rock on, Liz. Lane's reenactments are not verified by Buckingham Palace.
Yet.
Right.
Yet,
In
Dave.
1966, Mao Zedong launched the Cultural Revolution in China. Was kind of an oxymoron because there was nothing cultural about that. A massive upheaval of society that makes your HOA newsletter look reasonable.
Mm. In 2011, the US hit its debt ceiling. That's when we collectively decided, what if we just ignored it?
Yeah. What's a ceiling? It's
Yeah,
glass, right? We'll just
let's just
break right through it. Yeah, it's
raise
not
the
like it's
roof.
hard. Anyway. And in 1920, Joan of Arc was canonized as a saint. 500 years after leading the French army and being executed for heresy while standing on a barbecue pit for. No, sorry.
500 years later. I'm sure she's like, it took you that long?
Wow, it's
Oh
hot
my
in here.
God. Yeah. Supposedly, voices told her to lead an army. Voices tell me to eat pizza rolls at 2 a.m. Different eras, different saints.
Different forms of marijuana. Saint of the microwave lane.
That's me. I am Saint of the microwave. That wraps up another time traveling episode of Touring History, where we explore the past so you don't have to Google weird stuff that happened today.
Remember, there's a lot of weird stuff that happened, but we're not going to mention it. Remember, history is just like us. Handsome, funny. Well, all right, wait a minute. Chaotic, misunderstood, and full of bad haircuts. How did they
That's
know?
right. They can see us, Dave. The bots can see us.
Good Lord.
I'm Lane.
And I'm Dave. Join us tomorrow for more questionable facts and emotional damage disguised as trivia. Damn
That's
it.
right. Till then, keep your history weird.
And
Goodbye.
remember the saints that go up in flames. Thank you.
Bye bye.